And that is a fair ball. Chapman's got it. His throw is dug out. Unbelievable.
What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. That intro clip was a thing of beauty. I think Matt Chapman is the best defensive third baseman in all of baseball. You guys might be like,
no, did Nolan Arenado retire?
I don't think that he is the best third baseman. That is still Nolan Arenado's crown to lose, but defensively, I think Matt Chapman has the slight edge. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm not sure if you guys keep up with baseball as much as I do in terms of all of the other games, because usually baseball is a sport where you just kind of follow your own team, but there was not a lot of games yesterday, but that doesn't mean that not a lot of things happened, because we have clips from Shohei Ohtani. George Springer might officially have the catch of the year, so make sure you guys sit back, watch all the way until the end, and let's start talking baseball. We have a few little stories to talk about before we actually show the clips. So the Milwaukee Brewers, their second baseman Travis Shaw, he is not having a good year. So what they're doing is they're calling up their top prospect, Keston Hiura. I think that's how you say his name. I'm not really too sure. I never knew about him until this morning, but if you guys have a fantasy team, go pick him up because he is going to hit absolute nukes. He's up to 8 home runs already in minor leagues, so make sure you go pick him up. Also, the second little quick breaking news is Julio Urias of the LA Dodgers. This kind of sucks to say. I'm going to say kind of. It really sucks to say. He was just arrested on domestic violence allegations. So if that proves to be true, he's going to be gone for quite some time. Alright, so I just hinted at it in the previous few seconds. George Springer might have the new catch of the year. There's just been so many amazing web gems in 2019 already. We have the Ramon Laureano saving the no-hitter. We have Josh Reddick saving the game. And also George Springer, who's out in right field for this game. He makes a pretty cool play as well. Also, Jake Marisnick hasn't had the best career, but he's a pretty solid player. He comes in big time with the home run as well. So George, Jake, take it away, guys.
Jake drills one deep left center field. This ball's gone. Fly ball to right field. That will send Springer back to the warning track. Has room, it looks like, and he makes a great catch. George right up against the fence.
I don't know what to make of this team. The Seattle Mariners, they started off the season so well. I think they were 18-4 or 19-4 at one point. They were just red hot, and now they kind of fell off. Their pitching is just not going to be what it needs to be. But Daniel Vogelbach, he is still putting the team on his back, as well as Omar Narvaez with the walk-off base hit. So just go ahead and sit back and just enjoy the walk-off, because I'm not sure if there's anything more exciting offensively than a walk-off. Just seeing all the guys go crazy, it's just a lot of fun. Take it away, Mariners.
Shot center field, barreled up, deep straightaway center, gone off the bat. Into left field, here comes Santana, full speed ahead, the throw coming home, he is safe. Ball game over and the Mariners walk it off.
It is officially showtime. Shohei Ohtani is back, and he is hitting dingers yet again. You know that Shohei Ohtani is healthy when he's hitting balls to the opposite field. So if you're seeing Oppo Tacos for Mr. Ohtani, I think that you will see a repeat of 2018, but I think he's going to be a little bit better because now he only has to focus on hitting. Last year, he only focused on hitting towards the later half of the season, and he exploded on offense. So I think that he's about to take off. And also, there's one more guy from the Angels that we have to talk about, Tommy La Stella. I mean, I was kind of making fun of him in the early season because I didn't think he was that great, and I was kind of making memes about him. But the dude already has 10 home runs, including his first opposite field dinger yesterday. So La Stella, Trout, Ohtani all on the same team. That's not a bad little 1-2-3 punch.
This one's out to left field. Hit pretty well. Going back is Rosario.
これは十分に飛んで伸びていく。どうだ。逆転のツーランホームラン特大。今シーズン6試合目の出場で。
The Brewers versus the Phillies game yesterday was a whole lot of fun. We saw Lorenzo Cain go 5 for 6, his first 5-hit game, but Cesar Hernandez and Bryce Harper were the heroes for the Phillies as they took the W. Now, one thing I need to say about the Phillies is, yes, Bryce Harper makes this really good play, but the dude struck out 3 times yesterday. He is now leading the entire league in strikeouts, and I think that at this point, I'm going to come out with a video a little bit later, and it's going to talk about the biggest disappointments in baseball. And Bryce Harper, I know he's putting up great counting stats, and he's walking, but those strikeouts need to come down, or he's going to be one of the bigger disappointments. But anyways, Phillies, take it away.
In the air to right field. Going back on it is Yelich, back toward the wall. It is gone! And a liner out to right field. Harper's on the run, makes the diving grab. He saved the inning.
Yoan Moncada is quickly becoming one of my favorite players in baseball. What really kind of decides me liking a player is their hustle and their swing. I really like swings, and the cut that Yoan Moncada takes reminds me a little bit, just a tiny bit, I'm not saying that it's the full thing, of Ken Griffey Jr. Just when he hits the ball, drops the bat, it's called swag. This dude has swag.
In baseball, Shane Bieber. Moncada got on top of it and ripped it down the right field line. It is gone! Red Sox road trip. Yoan drives it to left field. Gonzalez back at the wall. Yo-Yo's got two tonight. This one to left field.
So make sure you guys watch all the way until the end because we have a few more clips from that game. We have a Francisco Lindor home run because I really like to show the clips from the team that won, but towards the end of today, because there wasn't a lot of games yesterday, we'll show a few more home runs like Francisco Lindor and all the other guys. But kind of the final game that we have to talk about is the Diamondbacks game, and man, I feel so bad for my guy Nick Kingham. So Nick Kingham is actually a Las Vegas native. I always root for my Las Vegas natives. I used to play with his younger brother Nolan, who is with the Atlanta Braves, so I was wishing that he would have a really good start. Unfortunately, Eduardo Escobar and Christian Walker had other plans, and yeah, the Diamondbacks, they teed off. Alright guys, so before we show the final clips of today, what I want to do, because that was every single recap from every single game last night, I haven't talked about the standings in quite some time, so let's get a quick little update. First off, we have the American League East. The Rays are still out in front. They are up by half a game over the New York Yankees, who are 24-16. We have the Red Sox, who I think are 8-2 in their last 10, so they're coming as well. They're only 3 games back, so if I had to predict how this is going to end, I think the Rays, now that Tyler Glasnow is on the shelf, I think they're going to drop to second. I think the Yankees are going to go to first. Wait, let me re-say that. Oh, okay, this is a little bit tough. I'm thinking about this on the fly. I think because Glasnow's on the shelf, I think they're going to drop to third. I think the Yankees are going to go to first. The Red Sox are going to go in second. But once Glasnow comes back, I think the Rays might end up in second again. So that's my prediction for the AL East. Let me know what you guys think. In the Central, the Twins are 25-15. They are 4 games ahead of the Indians. I think that's how it's going to stay. The Indians, until they get Kluber and Clevenger back, they're going to be a second place team. In the American League West, we have the Astros, who are 6.5 games ahead of the Angels, who are 20-21. So again, the Angels, they're just a very sad story because they're wasting one of the greatest careers that we've ever seen. The A's are 19-24. I think that they'll play a little bit better. Chris Davis is back. I hope that their pitching improves as well. Blake Trinan and Louis Trevino, I mean, they're having good seasons, but not what we saw in 2018. Now to the National League, the Phillies, who are 24-16, 3.5 games over the Braves. I think that it's going to stay this way the entire year. I think it's going to be Phillies, Braves. I also think that the Mets are going to stay in third place. The Nationals are the biggest disappointment in the league right now at 16-24. And then we have the Marlins. You guys, the Marlins, okay. The NL Central, the Chicago Cubs are out in front over the Brewers, the Cardinals, and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Reds next to the Nationals, in my opinion, are the second biggest disappointment in baseball. They're 18-23. That's 5 games under 500. Joey Votto's hitting 206. That is not going to cut it. But if I had to predict how it's going to end up, I'm going to go with the Cubs, the Cardinals, the Brewers. I don't know. Everything's a toss-up right now because everyone's not playing the best baseball. And then last but not least, in the National League West, we have the Dodgers out in front. I think it's going to stay that way because the Diamondbacks, as solid as they are, they're not going to overcome the Dodgers. The Padres are playing good. They're above 500. The Rockies, they're underwhelming. And then the Giants, you know, they're going to finish 20 games below 500. So in that division, I think it's going to go Dodgers. Padres are going to come in second, in my opinion, then the Rockies, then the Diamondbacks. But guys, that's going to do it for me today. If you disagree with anything that I just said, let me know in the comment section down below because it's just my fuzzy opinion. It's not always right. So thank you all so much for watching. I know that we didn't have a ton of news to talk about, but it was still a lot of fun. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the highlights.
Lindor, liftoff, deep right field, down the line it goes. It is gone to Souvenir City.
In the win column, you're seeing many more wins so far.
Castillo jacks this ball to left. Gonzalez at the warning track and the wall. Out of here.
You know, handle it. Townie comes in tomorrow.
Left field. Santana's going back, and that baby's gone. So the home run drought is over for Chris Davis. It was just a matter of time.
Hit toward third. Castro has it. Spins, fires. A perfect game. Roy Halladay has thrown the second perfect game in Philadelphia Phillies history. He faces 27 batters. He retires all.